Hey everyone, I've got hopefully an interesting one for you today. Elephant Money Futures. I've talked about this before, and the reason I'm doing it today is because it's the end of the month, kind of, and I thought I'd just document this because I used to work for a software company many years ago, and one of my favourite things that we did there was, as part of the development team, was what they called pair programming. And it was where you got to work on aspects of development with another developer, literally sitting side by side. One developer would do the work, call it being in the driving seat where you would do the typing. The other one would sit next to him and just watch the screen and solve problems together as you go and learn from each other and learn by how the other person works, how the other person thinks, how the other person solves problems. And I think it's useful for you to see this sort of first hand as I do it, because there might be something that you gain from this that you just hadn't grasped previously, and it might make me think of something that I can explain better than I have done previously. So this is my Elephant Money Futures page, and as you can see here, I've got just over $4,000 total value. That's locked in there. I can't withdraw that in a lump. All I can do is withdraw what's in the available pot here. And also, what prompted me to make this video was that yesterday I used the phrase compounding in Elephant Futures. I said I'm going to continue compounding $400 a month, and the person that I'd said it to picked me up on it and said, but I thought you can't compound in futures. And I realized that because the word compound isn't used anywhere on here, it's just a word that I use. I guess other people who are familiar with this sort of DeFi platform would use. But I just wanted to explain it, how it actually works. So that's what's locked in I'm not going to call it a vault because that word isn't used anywhere, but that's my deposit. I'm just going to pop this into the calculator. No, 4.139. It's got to be 4,139 BUSD. Okay, and I earn 0.5% a day. Divide that by 100 and then divide it by 2. So that's 1%, and then divide it by 2. So I'm earning $20 a day, which you might think, wow, that's fantastic. That's $600 a month. Yeah, let me explain a little bit later why it doesn't quite work like that, but it does in terms of growing my deposit. That's what I'm earning, and I can compound that back into my deposit. So the total that you're seeing here, 310, is because I last compounded in the middle of August, 15 days ago. So if we times that by 15, you should get 310. Yeah, there we go. So I'm doing this twice a month. You don't have to do it on a regular schedule. You can just do it whenever you want. End of the month, end of every quarter, end of every week, whatever suits your schedule and your budget. I have figured out that I can afford $200 a month, twice a month, $400 a month, because of the rate that it grows my deposit. I haven't really experimented with the difference between $200 a month and $400 a month for quite a while. Several months ago I did look at it to see what difference it made, and it was quite a substantial difference over a period of a couple of years. So let's get back to this and focus on this. That's my available right now, and if I deposit 200 BUSD today, this amount here will get rolled into here along with the fresh 200 that I'm going to deposit. And I've got a spreadsheet that I put together a while ago to help me forecast all of this, because although there are the Crypto Stew made a fantastic spreadsheet calculator for this. It's a little bit too advanced for me, So I put together this simple spreadsheet so I can be absolutely sure that I understand how it works. I don't have to ask anyone questions about it. It's dead simple, and I will talk you through this in just a moment. But first of all, you can see here I estimated at the end of August my balance should go up to 4649, and that's what I was checking just before this video. It looks like it will, because that I'm going to do 4139 plus 200 that I'm going to deposit today, plus the 310 that's available there. That should take me up to 4649, and the spreadsheet says 4649 because it's very simple math, and I will talk you through it in just a moment. But let's do this deposit first. So remember, I'm going to deposit 200. That's the minimum amount that I can deposit each time into futures, and so it's effectively paying $200 to be able to compound the rewards that have accrued over the period since I last compounded them. And when I click on your future, you'll see that there isn't a compound button, there's just a deposit button. So I'm going to go ahead and make the deposit. You can see I've got 299 BUSD just waiting to deposit. I'm just going to do the 200. I do the minimum each time so that I can get the benefit of this available pot here being compounded, and I'm making my like the BUSD that I've got liquid in my wallet. I'm just making that last as long as I can. So watch what happens to the total value when I deposit this, and also the available, that'll go back to 0. Little gas fee. I'm using Rabbi now on my desktop, and I really like it. Alright, watch these numbers. 4139. Just talk amongst yourselves. There we go. Transaction complete. 4650. And that's, as you can see, it's gone back to 0 and it started incrementing again, and I'm going to earn a bit more than $20 a day for the next forever. Well, not forever, because there are limits to this, which I'll try and remember to mention at the end. But that's accumulating now again. What was in there has been added to my total deposit, and I can't just withdraw that, remember, it's locked now. All I can do is wait for it to accrue in here at 0.5% a day of this total. So 4650, let's have a look at my spreadsheet. It's so super close. I'm not sure why it's not precise, because the maths for this is really straightforward. I might as well show you it now. The reason I put this spreadsheet together was because I realized just how simple the maths is, unlike when you're trying to forecast something which has what we're trying to say. Well, I've used spreadsheet calculators before for Drip, Furio, Arc, etc. And of course there's a tax on each transaction. So I guess the maths for those sort of things can get quite complex. And this, because there aren't any, as far as I can remember, there aren't any transaction taxes. You deposit $200, you get $200 in your balance. So there's my starting balance. That was at the beginning of August, 4,139. Now the formula that I did here, look, it's just this starting balance divided by 200, 4139, which is the same as doing divided by 100. It's the same as finding what 1% is and then dividing it by 2 to find 0.5%. It's just a shortcut for that. Divide it by 200 and then multiply that by 15, because I'm doing it twice a month, so I'm doing it in 15-day intervals, and then plus the original sell value plus 4139 4449. I don't know why that didn't work. Let's try that again. 4139 divided by 200. I forgot to add the 200 on. Of course, it's in there in that formula. You can see it's in. So divide it by 200. Times that by 15 days. That's how much I will have accrued in the first 15 days of the month. Add the 200 fresh BUSD that I'm depositing, 510, and add that to my original total of 4139 4649, and you see that my total is 4650. So it's within $1 of being accurate, but it should have been spot on. I'm not sure why. And I just put these columns in to show what my daily reward is currently and what the 15-day total is for those, because it goes a bit crazy. I forecasted this, and it's the same formula every day. It's just the day before's total. Well, I say day. I'm doing it twice a month, remember, so I've got my next one is going to be middle of September, and it'll take the balance from the end of August, divide it by 200, multiply it by 15, add the fresh 200, and add the original balance. It's the same formula each time. It's dead straightforward, and I forgot what I was going to show you there. Oh yeah, it's just going to scroll down here. Look, I forecasted it all the way down here to the end of December next year. I'll have a balance of well over $60,000, and remember, I can't withdraw it all at once, but my daily rewards will be over $300 every day. Every 15 days it'll be nearly $5,000. So my plan is, by that point I'll look at the figures, and I'll decide how much can I withdraw each month and how much should I redeposit so that I continue to grow my stake. Because the two key things to remember with futures, elephant money futures, are: one, every time you make a withdrawal, let me show you this on here. See, if I had withdrawn that amount, and I can't remember how much it was it 300? Anyway, let's just imagine that I had 500 available here, which is the most that I would be able to withdraw, whatever's in this available pot. If I had 500 and I decided I wanted to withdraw it, I'm perfectly entitled to do that. Withdraw it straight to my wallet. There's no taxes to worry about. I don't think. I've been through this so many times, and I'm pretty sure there isn't. I think that's one of the really beautiful things about this. Anyway, regardless of that, let's say I had 500 there. I can withdraw it, 500 BUSD into my wallet. It would get deducted off my total balance, which means that my future earnings would be less because my total balance has decreased by the amount that I've taken out from here. That's how it can be sustainable, because it's not allowing for exponential growth of everyone's wallet. When you make a withdrawal, you're making it's effectively like a very high interest savings account. When you make a withdrawal, it comes out of your own account, and there is a maximum that you can withdraw from any single wallet, $2.5 million. You think, wow, that's a crazy amount. That's really a lot of money, and it is. If we ever get there, it's going to take a while, I tell you. At this rate, if you're a whale and you can dump $100,000 in, it's not going to take so long. But for small fish like me, that threshold of $2.5 million max payout, I'm not concerned about that at all. I'll probably never hit that. I don't, depends how long I live. But that's what makes this sustainable. And the other important thing to remember is, I can't remember what the other thing is. It's a bit like Fight Club, isn't it? It's the same as the first thing. The mechanics of this are absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to talk about where the profit, I probably should talk about where's the profit coming from, because that's going to be your next question. You're going to go, great, so you're earning all of this revenue every day that you can compound, but where's it coming from? Okay, let me explain that. I've talked about it before in plenty of articles, but where's it coming from is, when I make that deposit each time into futures, $200, 90% of that $200 gets used to buy elephant tokens. Not for me, and I never get to see those. That's done, it's the Treasury that's doing all of that. And so the Treasury owns let's see if I can get this right. The Treasury owns the majority of the elephant tokens. Treasury and the graveyard combined own about 80%, I think, of... No, that's not quite true. Right, let me not get too confused. When you deposit your 200 BUSD, 90% of it is used to buy elephant tokens, which is causing a price squeeze. It's causing a supply squeeze. It's by taking elephant tokens off the market, driving the price up, locking the value into the Treasury, so that when I want to make a claim from futures, the Treasury has that BUSD in it. That's where the profit comes from the buying and selling of elephant tokens. Behind the scenes, as far as I'm concerned, as a futures investor, it's very clever and it's very elegant. What else can I tell you about this? I think I've covered all of it. That's really what I wanted to show you, is just to hopefully simplify this process and demystify it a bit. Yes, you can compound. It's just that word isn't used anywhere in the dashboard. All you can do is deposit fresh BUSD, minimum 200. Each time you do that, whatever's accrued in your available pot gets added into your balance, just like with things that you may have used in the past, such as drip. Please, whatever you do, don't liken this, don't try and draw a comparison between this and drip. They are nothing like each other. Okay, although you might see some similarities, the mechanics are completely different. Futures is built with sustainability at its core. Drip obviously wasn't. That's why drip is now just over 2 cents, and I don't have any concerns about futures. So I'm putting $400 a month away into my futures account, and to show you this again, by the end of December my futures balance should be well over $60,000, growing at a very rapid rate. It's going to be growing at what's that, about over $8,000 a month. At the moment it's growing pretty slowly. I mean, it depends if you think $500 a month is slow, but because I've just increased my deposit by that, well, no, what was it, by over $300 plus my fresh 200. Each time I make a fresh 200 BUSD deposit, I'm more than doubling the amount that gets added to my balance. So the growth even now is pretty incredible. You can see that by the end of this year I'll be adding over $1,400 a month. Can you see why I'm saying that? It's because it's twice a month, so that's the total. Over $1,400 a month. I'll be growing my deposit balance by. And like I said, at the end of 2 years, I don't have to wait for 2 years. I could have a think at the end of this year. Do I want to start making a regular withdrawal, and how will that impact my long-term plan? How will it affect the monthly amount and the duration of this passive income that I'm going to be taking from this in the future? Why is it called futures? It's basically because it was designed to help people project their future investment value. I recommend that you check out my article about it recently, where I quoted exactly from Bank Teller himself. I asked him why is it called futures, and he gave me a very concise explanation for that. I'm going to wrap this up now. I hope you found it helpful. I do have an Elephant Money Telegram group. If you join my herd partner, you're welcome to come and join the Telegram group as well. If you want to join my herd, you just need to use my wallet address as I'll show you that, so you can do that if you want, and that will get you an extra, well, it'll save you 0.5% on transactions. I think that's how it works. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of that. It's beneficial to you and me if you use my wallet address as your herd partner. Just go to Partner Network. That's mine. Just use that one and put it in there as your. See, I've got a current partner, but you can, if you don't have one, you can put mine in. If you do have one and you're not happy with them, you can put mine in as well. We both get a little benefit every time you make a transaction. That's basically it. If you join my Telegram group, then you can ask as many questions as you want in there about Elephant Money, and we've got a bunch of Elephant Money enthusiasts there. And of course, if you've got any questions that can't be answered by me or anyone in my group, you can head to the official Elephant Money Telegram. There is only one of those. Get to it from the Elephant Money website, which is elephant.money. Use that link there to ensure that you go into the official Elephant Money Telegram group, because I believe there are some scam groups out there. Okay, that's it from me. Watch what you're doing, take risks, but don't be reckless. Over and out.